Начинай правый и левый заказ. Вот так, проваливай постоянно.
Проваливай, не останавливайся.
Молодец, отойди поставим.
Давай ему.
Дергать надо, дергать.
Don't need them and do it yourself.
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
That was Canelo Alvarez telling Eddie Reynoso while watching Bivol beat up Gilberto Ramirez. You don't have the answers, Eddie. You don't have the answers on how to beat Bivol. So after Bivol beat Ramirez, Canelo Alvarez immediately posted on his Instagram a throwback of him becoming undisputed last year against Caleb Plant on Showtime, which is all good and dandy. However, in boxing, the fans only care about what you did lately. Last time I checked, after Canelo became undisputed, he lost immediately after that to Bivol, where Bivol beat Canelo just like he beat Ramirez. And Bivol did not beat Canelo a long time ago that somehow Canelo forgot. Bivol actually beat Canelo as recent as few months ago, in May 2022, this year. Now, according to Eddie, right after Bivol beat Gilberto Ramirez, he believes Canelo Alvarez is going to be a man of his word and fight Bivol next, because the Bivol loss is eating Canelo Alvarez alive.
So, and see, obviously they would have watched that performance, and that defeat will eat him up. You know, he'll want to revenge that defeat. So I think see what Eddie and Sal say, but I would like to make the Canelo rematch because I just don't think that Better Bev will be available until August, September. Because if he's going to fight Yard in January or February, then he's got Ramadan, I think, till is it April or May. He's probably not going to be ready till August, September. So I don't think Dmitry Bivol will wait that long.
Risky if you put him back in there, Bivol against Canelo, because a lot of people feel that the same result would happen.
Yeah.
That's a huge hit to the markability of Canelo.
I think right now he has a chance to avenge a defeat, and I think that would be his priority.
Now, if that's the case, Canelo won't be able to live with himself if he doesn't fight Bivol again. However, we know that's not the case because Canelo Alvarez disactivated his rematch clause to fight Bivol immediately after he lost to Bivol and chose to fight a 40-year-old Gennady Golovkin instead. So clearly Canelo Alvarez didn't want the Bivol rematch, because if he did, he would have gotten it. To make matters worse, Canelo Alvarez even came out publicly rooting for Gilberto Ramirez to beat Bivol, where he was hoping and praying Gilberto Ramirez was going to get him out of this nightmare named Bivol. Then he said, "I'm not fighting any more Mexicans. So if Bivol loses, I'm not fighting Bivol ever again. And if Ramirez wins, I'm not fighting Ramirez either, because I don't fight Mexicans. I don't fight my people." Even though, ironically, 80% of the fighters Canelo beat are Mexicans. From Chavez Jr. to Angulo to Josecito Lopez, so on and so forth. Well, guess what? Canelo Alvarez doesn't have to worry about that problem. He got a bigger problem to worry about, and that's Bivol. The problem he created, the Mexican assassin Bivol. The irony of it all is that Canelo Alvarez was known for being the European assassin. But in the process of cherry picking, Canelo bit the wrong cherry. In the process of doing so, he discovered the Mexican assassin Bivol, where now Bivol is on a terror, beating up all of the best Mexican fighters Mexico has to offer. From Canelo Alvarez to Gilberto Ramirez. Bivol even said leading up to the Ramirez fight during the press conference that Gilberto Ramirez is just another Mexican fighter when he was asked about the 44-0 record. So the $1 million question, what is Canelo Alvarez gonna do about that? Is he gonna try to beat Bivol in the honor of his country? We all saw Ramirez try to avenge his countryman Canelo and ended up getting beat up just as bad. In addition to that, Canelo Alvarez always talks about legacy, how he only fights for legacy. Well, here is his legacy moment at the moment in time, the Bivol rematch. Because when it comes to any fighter that suffered a loss, their ultimate legacy moment is coming back to avenge the loss against the man that beat them. That's what makes a fighter great. The likes of Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, and the list goes on and on and on, is how they bounce back from a loss. So far, Canelo Alvarez haven't avenged any of his losses, even some of the gift decisions he received that majority of the public felt like they were robberies, like the Lara fight. Canelo never gave Lara a rematch. So if Canelo is all about legacy, the moment of truth is here. Let's see if Canelo Alvarez is a man of his word. Because Canelo said, if Bivol beats Gilberto Ramirez, then I want Bivol next. Well, there is nothing holding Canelo back from fighting Bivol. Bivol is available, since Beterbiev already has a fight scheduled, and he won't be available till next September. On the other hand, Canelo Alvarez minor surgery went well, where according to Canelo Alvarez is only going to take around 4 weeks to recover. Therefore, Canelo will be ready to go and fight Bivol as early as January if he have to. So if Canelo doesn't fight Bivol in May 2023 and choose to wait till Bivol fight Beterbiev in 2023 instead, in the hopes that Beterbiev would beat Bivol, like he was hoping Ramirez will beat Bivol, that would mean Canelo Alvarez will never fight Bivol again. Canelo doesn't want that smoke anymore. He was only pretending to save face, or he's still pretending to save face. If Canelo knew Bivol was this good, he would have never fought Bivol. I get a lot of Canelo fans asking me all the time, "You a Canelo hater. How was Bivol a cherry pick when he beat Canelo?" Well, it's simple. I'll tell you how. Canelo had no other option after Canelo became undisputed last year. PBC and DAZN turned down the Maccabook fight, or the Maccabook fight. So Canelo only had two options. The PBC offer, which was Jamal Charlo and Benavidez, for $100 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view, which if the pay-per-views were successful, Canelo Alvarez would have walked away with possibly $200 million, $100 million for each fight. Canelo also had the DAZN offer package for Bivol and Gennady Golovkin, where he was guaranteed $15 million for Bivol, only $15 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view, and $40 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view for Gennady Golovkin. That's when Canelo accepted the DAZN package over PBC, even though everyone from Canelo-owned fans to the boxing fans, even fighters, all wanted Canelo to fight Jamal Charlo and Benavidez. However, Canelo Alvarez accepted $30 to $40 million less money to fight Bivol instead of Jamal Charlo or Benavidez, because Canelo Alvarez thought Bivol was the weakest link out of the bunch. Canelo thought he was just another European fighter. And man, wasn't he wrong. But that's why it was a cherry pick. Canelo thought he was the weakest link. He was the easiest fight. That's why Canelo only accepted $15 million to fight Bivol. You think Canelo is going to accept $15 million again to fight Bivol? You out of your mind. The last time Canelo accepted $15 million to fight someone, it was Avni Yildirim and Rocky Fielding. Canelo really thought Bivol was another Avni Yildirim, another Rocky Fielding, so on and so forth. That's why it was a cherry pick, my friend. In addition to that, what made it more of a cherry is the fact that no one knew Bivol at the time, as you guys see on the pose above. You Canelo fans didn't even know Bivol. That's why y'all picked Charlo and Benavidez for Canelo to fight next over Bivol. Bivol and Makabu got the least amount of votes. But do you guys know who knew Bivol? I did. Do you guys also know who picked Bivol to beat Canelo when everyone was doubting him? I did. Your brother Akhi. That's right. The videos are still up. I told you guys, this was a cherry pick that's about to go wrong, where I was absolutely right with all of my predictions. Thanks to you Canelo fans. You guys out here making me look like a prophet. Astaghfirullah. Furthermore, Canelo Alvarez and so many fans of his, made so many excuses to why Canelo lost. They blamed it on the weight, the size, so on and so forth, even though Bivol and Canelo were the same weight. They were both around 180 something the night of the fight. Well, Bivol against Ramirez, he debunked that excuse because he showed that size, height, reach do not win fights. Skills do, because Gilberto Ramirez came into the fight over 200 pounds. He was also taller and had more reach. That's when Bivol showed Canelo and his fans how to beat the bigger man, where Bivol beat Ramirez as bad as he beat Canelo, showing once again, size, height, and reach do not win fights. Skills do. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, TV. Peace. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
But we thought Gilberto Ramirez was a monster. He came in weighing over 200 pounds, 30 knockouts.